Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is MeyAroyo and I teach creative people how to sell their art online. And today's video is sort of a very different approach to marketing your Etsy store, especially if you're selling printables and digital downloads on Etsy. Now, if you're into marketing on Etsy on a different level, I'm guessing you already know that you can use Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest to market your Etsy store, and a lot of other people have started to learn, a lot of Etsy sellers began to realize that Google SEO is just as important as Etsy SEO because Etsy gets a lot of its traffic from Google. There's a full video tutorial about Google SEO and Google SEO trends and SEO tools in this channel already, designated for print on demand. But the concept and the tools and everything that I showed in this video can also be used for people selling printables and digital downloads on Etsy. You can go ahead and check it out. I'm going to leave a link to that down below. And while I was doing a lot of this research, thinking about maybe doing like a Google SEO tutorial for Etsy sellers for printable downloads, you see that a lot of people, when they're searching for printable coloring pages, printable wall art, calendars, planners, they're searching for free. And if you have an Etsy store that sells printable calendars, they're not going to reach you by typing in free May 2021 calendar. So how will they reach you? Because this is a massive amount of traffic, a massive amount of people who search every month for printable calendars, coloring pages, mandalas. They're searching for planners, for printable stickers, but they're searching for free. And maybe these people, if you give them something for free, will pay you on later on the road. And this is what we're here to talk about, is how to set up your own WordPress website as a blog to give freebies in order to pull people in from Google SEO and transfer them into your Etsy store as potential clients. The way that this works is not by giving out everything you sell on Etsy for free, because if you just give out everything for free, why would anyone want to buy anything? It's not based on, I'm giving you freebies so, you can donate me money, or I know these websites like buy me a coffee kind of thing. It's not that. It's taking some of your products on Etsy and breaking them down to create one freebie. And I have a list here that I actually made by taking a bunch of the most common printable digital downloads on Etsy and offering you what you can use as a freebie. For example, if you're selling printable wall art, you might have a lot of different wall art sizes for one listing, a lot of different ratios. There is also a video about wall art ratios for Etsy. If you guys want to check it out, I'm going to leave a link to that down below as well. But when you are selling all these files, like 5 or 6 JPEG files of your wall art, you can take the smallest file, the smallest ratio, for example, 8x10, and give it away for free. And if people want to buy it in a larger scale, they need to buy it from your Etsy store. Let's talk about planners, printable planners. You made a beautiful planner bundle with weekly planners, daily planners, monthly planners, budget planning, weight loss planning, goal setting, and all that. And that is one listing of this beautiful planner bundle. Take one of these pages and offer them for free. For example, the budget planner or the daily planner or the monthly planner. And if people download it and like it, they can go into your store and buy the full package to get a full set. If you're selling clip art bundles, for example, 40 clip arts of watercolor trees, you can offer 2 or 3 pieces for free and link to the bundle on your Etsy store. Same goes for coloring pages. If you created a printable coloring book of 20 pages or 10 pages, you can give one coloring book out of that book for free. And, people color it, people like it. They can get the full set on your Etsy store for money. Same goes for games for adults or educational games for kids. For example, if you made a full book, printable book of Sudoku games, you can give out one game per level for free and link it to your store for people to buy the full book. Same with educational sheets. Same with stationery packs, by the way, because stationery packs often include more than one stationery paper. So if you have a stationery pack of 6 printables, you can give out one of them for free. And the last but not least, the greeting cards. And that kind of gets tricky, right? Because a greeting card is just one. How can I give one for free? But the way that you do it is pretty simple. You create greeting cards. Let's say you have greeting cards for birthdays, and they have beautiful illustrations and they look fantastic. You create sort of a minimized option of that card with a different graphics, with a more basic graphics, with a less interesting graphics, and give that away for free while linking to the rest of your birthday greeting cards from your Etsy store. This could, by the way, also work if you're doing KDP and actually selling physical coloring books, or if you're selling actual greeting cards, like physical copies of greeting cards using print on demand on Etsy. And it really comes to show you that this is a system that can broaden your mind. It's just all about how creative you are and how much you can see the path within what you're selling. If what you're selling wasn't on this list, or you want to be more specific, you want to get a more specific advice, please comment down below in this video what you are selling on Etsy, and I will let you know what you can offer as freebies. This tutorial consists of 6 different steps. The first one we just covered, which is realizing what are your freebies. The second step would be to create your own WordPress website using your own domain and hosting. You can do that with Hostinger, which is the hosting service that I'm using because I think that they're the best in terms of prices as well as the service they provide in case you have any problems. There were 2 WordPress video tutorials on this channel, one on how to build a free WordPress website using WordPress.com, and one on how to build your own website as an artist to promote your print on demand. And those website tutorials can give you more of the backstage of what I'm doing today, because today I'm not going to go in or buy a domain or do any of that. However, one of the reasons that I do love Hostinger, especially to recommend them on to people, and I'm not a Hostinger affiliate, I don't get any money from this, but one of the reasons why I really do love Hostinger is that they have a very good YouTube channel that takes you step by step from ordering your domain and ordering your hosting and connecting everything onto WordPress. So when we're going to go to my computer for the next few steps, it's already going to be on a WordPress built website after the Hostinger tutorial. There's also going to be a link to the Hostinger YouTube channel down below, so you can go ahead and check that tutorial out. Step number 3 is basically choosing a theme. WordPress is a website builder that operates on existing themes. Obviously, you can code it from the beginning if you're a programmer and you know PHP, but if you don't know programming languages and you're not a coder, not a problem. You just download a pre-made theme that sort of takes over the entire website and gives you easy access to edit each and every single page. For this tutorial, I'm using a WordPress theme called Ocean WP, which has very nice blogging options, because now we're talking about blogging. We're talking about something that will be consistently updating, and we want it to look pretty on our homepage as well as in our blog page. We want people to feel comfortable. So I am using an Ocean WP theme, which is free. There are premium memberships for Ocean WP to get better templates. Templates are pre-made websites made by the Ocean WP developer team, and they fit basically everything you need. From a hair salon to an artist, from a book publisher to a blogger, you can find so many different templates there. But I'm also using a free template. You can go ahead and purchase Ocean WP theme for the paid membership and the paid theme and get more exclusive templates. But for this tutorial, I'm going to use just the free templates because I want to show you how easy this can be without spending so much money on top of the money you spend on domain and hosting. So in step 3, we're basically choosing the Ocean WP theme and we are installing it into our WordPress and activating the template that we want to create an instant blog with all the demo content that they have. It's super easy and super fun. However, in this tutorial, I'm not going to take you a full-on step-by-step because that will take like 4 hours. I am going to show you the way of creating different posts and managing your homepage as well as an about page, sort of contact me to refer people into your Etsy store. But I do encourage you to play my favorite game. What does this button do? Whenever you go onto a new website, whenever you go onto a new program, even if you're going onto Canva or Photoshop or Etsy or Redbubble, just try to click on things and see what happens. There is a learning curve with WordPress, and the more you do it, the more you feel like you're in control. So if you're just approaching it and you don't really know what you're doing yet, trust me, if you just start clicking on buttons and following through, you will eventually kind of get it. But when you get it, it's sort of like it opens up and the learning curve just skyrockets way, way high. I will show you in step 4 how to create a blog post that is basically for a freebie. We will go to Canva, we will download a PDF of that freebie, we will make mock-ups of that freebie, and we will write the text down to make sure that you know what to write to fit Google SEO, as well as add your own button for downloading the freebie and a button to purchasing the full package, the full product on your Etsy store. After that, on step 5, we will establish the basic pages that we want, like editing the contact page to be an about page, and people can contact you from Etsy, because I do believe that it's better for you that people would want to go and contact you from Etsy and not by email, because when they want to contact you from Etsy, they need to see your Etsy store. And that kind of gets like exactly what we want them to do. And we are also going to be setting up the main menu, the colors of the website, as well as the homepage. And all of these steps are going to be with my screen. I'm going to take you to my computer in a few moments and show you the whole process. However, once we are done with these 5 steps, we're going to go back to me for step number 6, which is, what am I supposed to do with that website? So I have a website for freebies. What am I supposed to do with it? So that's going to be step 6, which we will be returning back to me for. But before we go to my screen for all of these interesting steps and basically build up a full website just for your freebies, a few announcements. If you're watching this video as a live premiere, you might have noticed that I'm on the live chat currently talking to you guys while I'm not touching the keyboard. And that's because a live premiere is not a live YouTube video. I'm not talking right now. This is a pre-recorded, pre-edited video using a live premiere feature of YouTube. That basically means that for the first time that anyone is watching this video, we are all watching it together, which gives us a live chat where you can constantly ask me questions that are directly about what we're looking at right now. We also kind of use this chat to chat between us, sort of like, who's doing what today? How's your Saturday going? What did you do today? What did you design today? And it's kind of fun and kind of building our community. Our community is growing on Facebook, and you will find a link down below to our Facebook group. If you have questions about this video, about this tutorial, that requires me to answer more than 200 tabs, please do it in the comment section and not in the live chat, which is limited in writing space. My second announcement is that the Ask Me Anything video is fast approaching on the 11th of the month. There is a link down below to Google Forms where you can fill out any question you want to ask me, about my life, about what I do for a living, about YouTube, or ask me professional questions about your own personal journey, whether it's with print on demand or with selling digital download printables on Etsy. And the third announcement is that we're also doing shop reviews, and it's also in a Google form down below. You will find the link in the description where you can just go in, submit your store, and be featured in one of the shop review videos. These are not design review videos. I'm not going over one design. I'm going over the entire shop, probably with other people with me as potential clients, and you can submit any type of shop you want, whether it's Redbubble, Society6, Etsy, Shopify, Zazzle, whatever shop you want. But enough chit chat, let's go to my computer and watch how to set up your own WordPress website to promote freebies on a blog to support your Etsy store. Welcome to your WordPress website that was created by Hostinger or by whatever supplier you chose to work with in terms of hosting and domain. And this is pretty much what you will see when you go in. I chose MeyAroyo.com, which is the same domain that I have used for the previous tutorial about how to set up your own WordPress website with domain to support yourself as an artist. This current tutorial is going to be on, like the website is going to be sort of live for the next few weeks until I completely crash it again and start it up for actually using it for the channel. But we are here now at stage 3, which is to basically set up this WordPress, to set up the theme, to set up all the design process and how things are going to look. And for that, what we're going to do is we're going to go to our dashboard, go to Appearances, and click on Themes. And the theme that I've chosen to be using today is Ocean. And Ocean WordPress, or Ocean WP, is a very, very good theme that comes with a lot of templates and designs. For example, let's see some art and design Ocean WP themes, and you can see that some of them are pro and some of them don't have a banner at all, which means that they are free, and you can always click on them to see a demo version of this site, or basically what you're getting with an instant download. And the themes are named and categorized after the purpose you will need to use them. And in this case, what we need to use is blog. So we're going to go to blog, and we have some pro themes here that you can pay for if you want, or we have the free themes. And I've been kind of scrolling around in the past few hours looking into themes, and the ones that I saw that would be the best for this type of blog is either Maria or Travel. So this is Maria. It's a very, very simple theme. You have your blog post just appearing on your main page. You have your contact page, which we're going to do with an about. You have about info on the right, which is good. Recent posts, and basically a sidebar you can customize. So we can also put in like, visit my Etsy shop and deals and sales while the menu is on the left. And we have the travel theme, which you can customize to be anything you want, because basically what you have here is a big photo. That could be a photo of you, could be a photo of your coloring pages, of your wall art, whatever it is that you are doing. And you can click here to go to the Etsy store or see freebies, write a few words, have all your data up here, and it sort of like pops out from the category when you hover over it, which is nice. And then you have these elements here that can also be clickable, that you can write down, your freebies, a coupon code, read about me, whatever you want to do, and your blog posts. And I do believe that I like this theme better for what we're doing today, so we're going to be installing travel theme. Well, actually, we're going to be installing Ocean WP theme, but we're going to activate the travel template. And when we go here, we go to upload theme. So you can download Ocean theme from here, or you could just search for it because it's probably going to be available on WordPress itself. You can see we have Oceanly, Travel Ocean, Ocean SEO, none of those, just Ocean WP, and click on install. And now that our theme was installed, we're just going to activate it. And now our theme is installed and activated, and we're just going to open our website in a new tab and see this. This is not the website we want to see. We want to install our template. So we're just going to be looking at what it offers us. And it says this theme recommends using the following plugin. So let's install this plugin and return to the dashboard, where it offers us to create an amazing website. So let's run the setup wizard, basically follow their steps into creating this website. So we just click on get started, and now we have to pick a demo to install, obviously from the blog category. And here we have Maria, we have the travel. Let's choose our travel and install demo. And it's going to ask us, what do we want to install? Custom sidebars, social sharing, Elementor, WP forms, Ocean sticky header, and Ocean Elementor widgets, which is basically the plugins we need to make sure that the website stays the same. However, these ones are not for free. So we're going to install the Ocean sidebar, the social sharing, the Elementor, and the forms. And then it's going to ask us what we want to import. All of the data, the pages, the blog posts, the images, the menus, everything. We also want to import all of the settings, which means, the font settings, the color settings, everything, and import the widgets, which are on our sidebar. And we want to import all of them. And we're just going to wait for all of our plugins to finish installing and activate themselves before we click on import. And now that it's done, and this process can take a while, guys. It also depends on the speed of your internet, but it's going to pretty much show you what's done. And apparently the internet here is super fast and it's done already. And now it shows me to a small window of optimization, of customization, to add my own logo, to add a retina logo for specific devices, and to name the site. And what I'm going to do here is I'm not going to upload all of them because I still don't have them. Obviously, you guys do if you have your own shop, or we can make them just with text. And I'm thinking about the site title, and that leads me to whatever I want this basically website to be about. And my Etsy store name is Arroyo Arts. So I'm just going to write down Arroyo Arts freebies. You can write down, free coloring pages. You can write down the name of your shop. You can write down sample wall art, whatever you want to do that relates to your business, whatever you're doing with this website. But for now, just Arroyo Arts freebies is good for me. And the tagline would be, if I'm trying to look at it from a coloring page point of view, because that's what I will be going with, I will do free coloring pages for adults and kids. And I have the site icon to upload, which I will be looking at later. And guys, everything that I'm doing here, we can do on later with the customized bar. This is just sort of a walkthrough of the most important things. And then it's going to ask us for primary colors. And I don't think that I want my website to be green. So I'm going to choose a different color, but I'm sort of going to choose a different scheme, like on the same level of it. So it's not going to change it too much. And I kind of like this color. And what I do with these colors is I actually write them down. So I have 2A59BF because I might want to use them later on. I chose this color, the blue one. And hover primary color, I'm okay with black. I'm okay with these being the other colors. And again, I can change it later on. And now get the extension bundle for free. This is sort of a competition. I'm really not interested in entering. You could do that if you want, but my website is ready, which is what is important. And I'm going to view my website now. And I don't know if you've noticed, but this whole sidebar here became a lot bigger with more options. And I'm going to go back to MeyAroyo, which I've just done, refresh the page, and I see travel because that is exactly what we had on the template. And I don't know if you've noticed, but it's still green because this page was built using Elementor, and in it, everything is green. But this has already switched itself on to being blue, which is what I like to see. And I'm going to go into the dashboard and basically clean up what I don't need. So I have a blog page, which I obviously need. I have a contact page, a home page, and privacy policy and WP Forms preview, which were created automatically. I can trash this one. And what I want is actually an about page. I don't want a contact page. Well, maybe like, contact and about. So I'm going to click on quick edit and change this one into about me and update the date because the date is currently 2016 because that's when the theme was made. Don't worry about themes being outdated. If this is a good theme and Ocean P is a theme that progresses with time, they always update their plugins and utilities. It's just that the page itself, the information, was made on 2016. And the blog is going to say the same. Maybe I can just, change the blog into freebies. And home is my front page. I'm also going to go to posts where I have so many posts that were created automatically that I'm not going to use, but I might build on top of them, which is important. And what I'm going to do now that the theme is set up, I'm going to set up blog posts. So what I can do here is I can actually go into one of these blog posts and click on edit. And I'm basically editing this blog post that I can't even read. Let's just find it on our website. Let's go have a look at it. That's the name, because I want to open it with us so that we can see it together and watch the changes happen together. So this is the blog post that I'm basically editing right now. And I don't want it obviously to look this way. I need it to be about my freebie, which in that point, I'm going to go and get my freebies. Well, I'm not going to go anywhere. I'm still on my screen, but I'm going to get a Canva where I already have an A4 design for freebies. And what I have here is one of my Mandelas. And let's say I have a listing on Etsy that is for 10 Mandela coloring pages, printable Mandelas, 10 pages. So what I'm going to write here is I'm going to write down Mandela book, freebie 1, and just giving it a name. And I'm going to download this as a PDF print, but also as a JPEG because I want to use this photo of this Mandela basically as my mockup. And I'm going to go to my page here and edit the page, and I'm going to change the name to free coloring page Mandela. And again, I can do free coloring Mandela, free Mandela to color, free coloring pages for adults Mandela. This is all about your SEO and how much research you do with Google SEO tools like the ones that we used in our video. That's going to be a link to that down below, with the Google Trends, as well as multiple sites that you can use for basically knowing what is the volume of people searching for specific keywords in a specific month. So I want to do free coloring page Mandela's #1, and I'm going to go down below, and I basically need to change all the text. And we're working with a block editor, which means that everything here is on a specific block, and I can move it down or up. This is a specific block that it's called paragraph. And what we're going to do is we're going to mark all of it, delete it, and just start writing. What am I going to write? Basically, I wrote down a paragraph about coloring pages, about coloring mandalas. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add a download link so people can download that. And for that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open my dashboard. I'm going to go to Media Files. And I'm going to upload the PDF file of the mandala onto here. Click on it. And grab the file URL, the entire one that is right here. Then I'm going to go back to editing my page, and I want to add something. So I'm going to click on plus, and I want to add a button. So I'm going to click on button, add a button, and write down download Mandela. Download now, download for free, get my free Mandela, whatever it is that you want to write. And I'm going to click on here to make sure that it links. Paste the link of the PDF and open it in a new tab. This is important, guys. And click on enter. And I can take this button up here and I can center it in the content. I can change the colors by clicking on the button and working on the settings from this end, like advanced settings, color settings. Can basically change the color of the text, which I want white, and I want the color of the button to be the color that I chose for my background, which was, I think it was that one, if I made it correctly. And I'm going to update this page and refresh to see what I've done. So what happened here is that we're still left out with this photo, free coloring page Mandela #1, and if someone clicks here, it opens up in a new page that people can simply download or print. However, one thing that is missing here is details. And this is something that is very important. When you do these freebies, go into text and add small pieces of text along this page. You could do it at the upper side of the page or at the bottom. And of course, not in a way that would interfere with anything. I mean, if this is wall art, that is something totally different. If this is a planner, that would be different. But if this is a page that is centered around the middle, you can type in, for example, MeyAroyo.com or see more at MeyAroyo.com or a link to your Etsy store. So people will always have this page to remind them where they got this beautiful Mandela from. And I'm going to go back here to editing my page. And what I'm missing here is actually, the featured image as well as showing what my Mandela is. So I'm going to go here and I want to make my photo, my featured image in the same size of this one. So I'm going to go to Media Files, exit this one, and find this photo to see the size of it. And this photo is 833 pixels by 450. So I'm going to go to Canva and I'm going to create a design that is 833 by 450. And this will be my template for all of the blog posts that I will bring. And I need to think about my color, about my style, about what I want to send out, the message I want to send out. And there are a few templates here that I can use that actually look kind of pretty. Maybe something like this. And here what I can do is delete this, go back to my Mandela, just grab it. Because, well, I made it, so I can just grab it and paste it here. Make it bigger. Maybe do it like this. And download this as a JPEG. No need for PNG. Those are too heavy. Just download it. Go to Edit Post. click on post here. This is where we edit the block of the button. This is where you edit the whole post. And go to featured image. Click on the featured image. Drag this file here. Make sure to copy paste the title to the alt text, which is a part of SEO, and set it as my featured image. I will again update it. Go back here, refresh my page. Et voila! Free Mandela to color at home. And not only that, but if I go back to the main website and go to one of my categories, I will see it here as well. But let's go back to our blog post and see what else we need to do, because this is way too simple and way too short to be a blog post. What we need here is that we also need to get down another line and write down free coloring Mandela for adults, for example. And we're going to click on changing the type of block to heading. So this will be a heading that Google basically knows that this is the topic of what we want to do. Break line, continue on with paragraph, and write down a content about this free paragraph. I'm just going to copy this one here. Write down why people would color it, how you made it, anything that relates to this being a free Mandela, using the words free Mandela frequently. And what we also need here right now is a mock-up of this Mandela. So we're going to go to Placeit, which is my go-to place for mock-ups. I just chose, like I typed in coloring on Placeit. There is a full video, full video on Placeit. You can watch it. I'm going to leave a link to that down below. I just randomly chose 2 mock-ups that I liked. And I'm going to click here, insert image, upload from my device, and use the JPEG file that I told you that we need to also download. And download this. Now, these files by Placeit are extremely heavy weight. They are terrible in their weight. And what we're going to do is we're going to go back here with the 833 and type in by 600, create a new design, drag this all the way here, and basically download it again as a JPEG from Canva. I tried converting it actually from my own computer. It still remained quite heavy. I'm going to write down here free Mandela for adults, free coloring pages. This is my SEO work, and download this one as a JPG file. Go back to my WordPress, and under free coloring Mandela for adults, drop a line, add image, upload, and find this image in my download folder and upload this image. But hey, the whole point of this is to sell something, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start a new line here and simply write down this Mandela coloring page is a part of a set. Or more, this free Mandela coloring page is a part of the set. Make the whole thing a heading. And again, we have a heading that says free Mandela coloring page, a heading that says free coloring Mandela for adults, and a big heading says free coloring page Mandela. So we are okay with our SEO work. And what we need to do with this section is basically explain the fact that this is a part of a set. You have other 10 pages in your Etsy shop that people need to buy. So let me just figure out something to write down here. I basically wrote that I love coloring mandalas, it's been a part of my art therapy, and that this mandala was created as a part of a mandala coloring book, and this printable coloring book with coloring mandalas can be purchased and downloaded from my Etsy store. Now, my Etsy store doesn't have mandalas at the moment, but let's go to my Etsy store and just look at one of the listings. I do have coloring pages for Easter. So I'm going to go to one of my listings, and this should be the listing of the freebie. And I'm just going to download and save the main image again and upload it here as sort of, a preview into what they can expect. And I'm going to go to the listing and copy the link of the listing because that's what I want people to buy. And I'm going to write this printable coloring book with coloring mandalas for adults. Mark this whole thing down, link it, open it in a new tab, save it, and I can also bold it up if I want to make sure that people don't miss it out. And I'm also going to go to the image, link the image, save it, re-edit it, and open it in a new tab. I can also add here a button, another button that says to purchase the full book. I'm going to link it to the same Etsy listing, open in a new tab and save. And I'm going to center this. And I can actually make this one, the color of this, to fit like Etsy color. So the background can be orange. And update. And now if I go in to my Mandela page, free coloring page Mandela number 1, an intro that talks about the Mandela, download the Mandela for free. This is the Mandela they're getting. More text on the Mandela. This free Mandela coloring page is a part of a set. If they click here, et voila, it goes to the Etsy store, but to the specific listing. If they click here, same thing, and the same if they click here. And what I need to do now is basically edit some of the things here because I used a pre-existing post that belongs to the adventure categories. I want to call my category Mandela Coloring, add new category, unmark it from adventure, update it. And here I can basically work on the settings of this blog post. If I want to change the layout, if I want to change the logo, if I want to basically change anything from this page, which I probably won't do because I want all of these settings to be from the theme. But what I do want to do is go to tags here, and the tag is adventure, which is not good for me. And I am going to write down tags, basically the same tags you have on Etsy, that match what we have here with the word free. So coloring pages for adults for free, free adult, coloring pages, free Mandela coloring, coloring Mandela book, free adult coloring mandalas, and everything that you basically researched on your Google SEO journey. Let's not forget to save this. We also have here discussions. I don't want to allow comments. I don't really like it. So I'm going to update that. And let's go back here. And our comments still appear because we have comments on this theme. So let's go back to our WordPress and go into comments because the theme came with, default demo content. We're just going to click on all of them, move them to trash. I really don't want any comments on this blog. And I'm going to clean my trash. Always clean your trash if you're not going to use these items. And what I have here is basically freebies is my blog. I'm going to do this to all the pages, change their categories, make sure that they are better adjusted to what I want to say, or just simply go in, delete all of them and just make new blog posts. But I still have work to do on some of my pages, like the About Me page that is basically just a contact info page that is built with Elementor, which is a very, very good system in editing and creating beautiful, beautiful pages. You can also use Elementor for all your blog posts with the download freebies. I chose not to because it's easier to build them without, but it's up to you. And we don't need this map over here. What we do need is to add a new slot, drag it all the way up, add an image here, and try to find an image of yourself because this page is about you. I'm just going to choose a page or a photo from this template. Obviously, upload a photo of you here. And I don't want to have the contact page here because I want that if people are going to want to contact me, they'll have to go through my Etsy shop. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to write down contact info. And this is basically taking a contact page, and I don't want that. So I'm going to just delete all of this and grab text, put it here under the say hello. Grab another text, put it under contact info. And write down social icons, put them here. And write down, hey, I'm May. And this would be information about me. For example, I love making coloring pages, I love making wall art, and it depends on the type of freebie that you have and the type of business that you have, of course. And I'm just putting a bunch of random stuff here. When you do it, you actually write about yourself. You can also add another photo, and contact info would basically be, basically I wrote down, if you want to get in touch, ask me a question about one of my freebies or about my works, you can do that by messaging me on Etsy or using one of my social links. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to actually go to my shop. I'm going to grab the link to my shop, go back to Elementor, sit on the word Etsy, make it bold, add a link, apply the link, go to heading, go to settings, open it in a new tab, and change the social links by just clicking on Facebook, adding your link, clicking on Twitter, adding your link, clicking on YouTube, and obviously you can also change it. So let's just delete, add an item, click here, Instagram, grab this, and put in your Instagram link. And this is how people will be able to contact you. You can also add another photo of you here or here, but this is just a basic about page, contact me page. It is just simple and fun. And update my page. Obviously, design it however you want. This is just a way to get things started. Let's go back to our website. And the most important parts that we need to edit are the main page, the home page. We already have the About Me page right here. And we need to also edit our footer. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to Home and click on Edit with Elementor. I'm quickly going to click on here because I want to edit the photo that is in the background. And you can grab a different mockup that you have. I'm just going to grab this quick mockup to be at the back and write down something like, enjoy hours of fun. Or you know what? Let's bring more keywords into it. Free coloring pages. Exclusive coloring page. Freebies from my printable coloring books on Etsy. Enjoy hours of free coloring fun for adults and kids, or shop for my printable coloring books on my Etsy shop. And here would be a link to, you guessed it, the Etsy shop, obviously, and open it in a new window. And now that I see it here, this button is green. And I don't want it to be green because our website is meant to be blue. So I'm going to click here and quickly write down the name of the color that we are using that I like, which is this one. And this would be the design here. You can change this up a bit. You can change the colors. You can change the opacity. And now what we need to do here is we can keep this part. We can delete this part. I will be deleting this section, and leaving just this one. And what I'm going to write down here is we have like 6 years of travel. Okay, so that doesn't relate to me. We have Mandela coloring pages. And again, let's say that you are a coloring artist. This could be like wall art, this could be stationery, this could be anything. We have Mandela coloring pages. We have coloring for kids. And we have, let's say, fashion coloring pages. And what we can do with these is just basically play around with the icons here. Coloring for kids, let's have like a kid or a baby. Kids, child. Choose this one. And fashion, dress. Nope. Maybe shoe. And we can change their colors using this one to basically change them to the color that we wanted. And we can also link them to the categories of Mandela coloring pages for kids, and fashion coloring pages in your Etsy shop using the link here. And what we're going to do here is write down free coloring pages. And what I'm going to do here is free coloring pages. I'm going to split this section up. So I will add an inner section here. Let's just drag this line over to the top. And here I'm going to add an image, or here. And this image can again be your mock-up, be one of those things, just be a different mock-up. I'm just using the same ones all over again. And here I'm going to add a heading and a text. And write down, get free coloring pages weekly, or whatever you want your frequency to be. And write a paragraph about the coloring pages that are free, that they can go into the blog and see the free coloring pages, and just go nuts with the text here. And see more on the blog button would be get free coloring pages, which leads us to the link of, you guessed it, the blog, the freebies blog, which is this one. And this would be the home page. Again, I cannot edit this part here. I can only edit it from the WordPress. I'm going to update this page. Go back, click on home page here. And this is my home page. And if I click on get free coloring pages, I'm going to the freebies blog. And now I have a few things I need to edit. I need to edit this menu. I need to edit the information here because it's not true. And I also need to edit, the heading as well as the footer. And I can edit pretty much all of them in one place, which is customize. And obviously click on the home page to make sure that I'm customizing everything. And just, guys, I don't know if you've seen any of my videos, but I keep on saying it. Let's play my favorite game. What does this button do? So site identity, what does this button do? The site title would be, for me, Arroyo Arts, right? Arroyo Arts Freebies, or whatever you want to call your store or your website. The tagline would be free coloring pages for adults and kids, which is again, keywords, keywords, keywords. The menu, the main menu now includes home, freebies, which is our blog post page, and categories that we would like to remove because we don't have travel tips and about me. But we also want to have the Etsy store here. So we're also going to add custom links, and the URL is going to be the one that you want to use for your Etsy store or your Shopify store or whatever store you're using. And the link would be coloring books or purchase books or to my Etsy store. And we're going to go back. Widgets. Widgets are basically our sidebars and our footers. But now we don't have a sidebar on this page. We just have a footer, so you're going to see just a footer. But if we're going to go into a blog post or a blog page, you can see the default sidebar, as well as when we are in one of the posts. And this is when we can basically work on this. There is a MailChimp newsletter here that we're not using, so we're going to remove it. There is the About Me section that you can upload your own image, and this is here, and write down things about you and edit your social links right here. Recent blog posts, which are further down. We can change the name from recent blog posts to freebies. Coloring freebies. wall art freebies, whatever it is that you're selling. The calendar is not really a feature that I like. You're not really a journalist in that way. And we already have recent blog posts, so I will remove this and remove the recent comments. What I can add is a photo, same as this one, for the Etsy store. And we will leave it at that. Go back to our widgets and work on our footer, which now also includes a MailChimp plugin that we're not going to use, social icons that you can basically write down your Instagram, your Facebook, your Pinterest, whatever it is that you have, and work on the text, which now also includes this logo. But I'm going to delete this, and the title is going to be Free Coloring Pages by MeyAroyo. And the content, I don't really need anything here. This could also be a thank you. But I do want to go back to my main page and work on homepage settings, which is a static page, this one. General options. Okay, so general styling. This is the primary color. This is what I wanted. General settings. If the website is going to have a left sidebar, a right sidebar, both sidebars, you can really play along with this here, and I'm not going to go over it, guys. If this is something that you want to do, go ahead, play around with it, make sure that everything is to your liking. And I have your scroll to top button, which I can activate this one here, and I can make it look this way, and I can make it a bit taller if I wanted to. I can make it a bit bigger. So basically, people can scroll up whenever they want to and just click here, and this goes up. I can also go and work on my typography, which is what kind of font do I want for each and every one of the headings and all the types of paragraphs. And I can also have my logo here, the logo family customization. But what I really want to do here is to go onto my header and go onto logo and remove this logo. You can add your own logo, but if you just remove this one and you just upload your own logo into this process, we have here the social menu, the menu itself, all the types of menus that we have here. And again, this is the hover link color for our menu, which we will choose to be our little blue friend here, which was again to a 59 BF. And we're also going to grab this and change basically everything that's green here into this blue, because that's the color of the theme that we chose. But it still doesn't change the color of the menu. And the background color here. Well, you see, we finally found it. I'm just going to type in again the same color and maybe brighten it up just a tiny bit, because when I hover over, it's going to show that. So maybe let's find something that will match it just a bit. Just make it a bit brighter. And I think I like it this way. And this does require constant work. This kind of website requires a lot of work, uploading more and more freebies. But this is just a quick way to create a website that would give out freebies. Whether you have people coming in from Google SEO, and I don't know if you've noticed, but the logo here just changed to the name of the website since we deleted the logo. We're just going to exit everything. Don't forget to save everything you're exiting from. And we're going to exit this customizer as well. And this is basically a website that could be used as a tool to bring in traffic from people who are looking for free items, free coloring pages, free calendars, free planners, free wall art, free anything, and sort of drive them into your Etsy store. Because that's what it's all about, guys. And yes, my Etsy store is still showing greeting cards and stationery. I haven't had time to change it, so it is what it is. But let's go back. And I really do recommend that when you do these parts, when you do these things, really try and expand your mind. And don't be afraid to click on things. Nothing can get broken. It's not like you had this website for 2 years, and if you break something by accident, it's going to take a million times to fix it later or a backup. You're just starting out. Just play around with it and see what comes natural to you, what looks good to you. And with that being said, we are going to go back to me for step number 6 of this tutorial: how to market it, how to treat this website, what am I supposed to do with this website, and some finalizing words. Thank you for watching this quick walkthrough on setting up your own free website, and I'm going to stop babbling now in front of the screen and start babbling with my face. And we're back to me with the website being not done because I didn't actually build a full-on blog with all these freebies, but the concept and the stages are well in there. You can go in, make more posts, make more pages, and just try and figure out what to do. What is your way? What is your thing, as we call it? But I'm guessing that if you just watched that and you came back to me, it's because you're interested in step number 6, which is, what am I supposed to do with this website? I mean, what's going on? So the number one you can do with this website is, first of all, use it when you're promoting yourself on Instagram or on Facebook. Make people understand that there are freebies out there. The second thing you need to do is constantly update this website by going into Google Trends and seeing what kind of keywords people are searching for. You can also use any of my word tracking tools that I showed you on the Google SEO and SEO tools video to know maybe what to make. Because if you're selling a full-on yearly calendar, maybe giving out the page for the month of June would be a wise decision. Maybe more people are searching for floral wall art printables. Maybe a lot of people are looking for free printable coloring pages with unicorns. Who knows? Well, Google knows. So keep on updating your website based on what people search on Google. And on top of that, I really advise you to create Pinterest pins on your own by going to Canva and selecting Pinterest pins that are 1000 by 1500 pixels, which is the recommended size for Pinterest pins. You can take one of these freebies and design 20 different pins for them and put them on Pinterest while linking to that FREEBIES blog post. But you can also create hundreds and thousands of Pinterest pins that are all about free coloring pages or free printable calendars or free printable wall art, whatever your niche is, and basically upload all of them onto Pinterest during several days, several weeks, constantly uploading more and more and more each week or each day while linking to your entire website. You can also put that website link on your Etsy store, and it just is a different way of looking on Etsy, of looking on how do I get customers into Etsy. Because the more you develop this blog, the further along you go, the more blog posts you have, the more time passes, Google is going to rank you higher in search results. And I really do think that looking at this, I think I need to make a new Pinterest tutorial just for Etsy printables. Please let me know in the comment section below if that is something that is interesting to you, because I'm having 30 videos in 30 days in the month of June, and I'm still looking for the videos that I want to make, and I would love to make a Pinterest video tutorial just for Etsy sellers if that is something that is interesting to you. If you're working on this blog and you get stuck along the way, I do believe that some of you might not be able to comment your problems in this video because you'll have to explain what you're looking at, and maybe you would explain it wrong or I'll understand it wrong, which is why we have the Facebook group. So if you're building your own WordPress website, whether it's to support your print-on-demand journey or your Etsy store, and you are on our Facebook group, feel free to pop in and post a screenshot of where you got stuck in, and I'd be happy to help. And I think that with that being said, we are sort of done for today. If you like this video, please hit that like button down below, because every time you like a video, YouTube thinks, hey, this is a cool video, I'm going to show it to more people. And subscribe to my channel if you are not yet subscribed. If you click on the notification box and you have notifications enabled on your YouTube application on your phone, you will also be notified 30 minutes before any live premiere. If you want to make sure not to miss out on live premieres, you can also check out my Instagram at May.Aroyo. I always post on my stories when a live premiere is about to be uploaded, because these live chats are just super fun for me, and I really do feel that I made the right decision by enabling live chats and live premieres with each and every video, which is more work for a YouTuber because we actually have to be on the live premiere and watch this content again. And I don't know if you know this, but when you want to make a video, so you sit down and you write like the script for it. So you think about exactly what you're going to say, and then you film what you want to say, and then you have to edit what you want to say, and then you have to listen to yourself on the live premiere saying it. But I do love these live premieres. I feel like they are really what stands out in this channel and the reason why this channel grew so fast. And for that, I also want to thank you guys for showing up for these live premieres. The next video we're having is on the 10th of the month, which is in 2 days, which will be going over Art of Wear, which is a print-on-demand marketplace as well as a supplier that integrates with Etsy. We'll be going over some of the options there and really broadening our minds in terms of how you can use their platform either to sell on their platform or to sell on Etsy. And with that being said, if you've seen any of my videos, you know exactly what I'm about to say right now because this video is over. Thank you so much for watching, and the live chat is gonna go away in pretty much 3, 2, 1, and I will see you on my next video. Bye!